Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode of our Settra the Imperishable Let's Play campaign. So, we are exactly where we left off before. Settra has wiped out the Strigos Empire and taken Kofa along with a few casualties, unfortunately. But no full unit casualties, so we should be able to replenish fairly quickly. Senator Men still over here in Numas. Nothing new there. Skaven Assassin still attempting to subdue and disrupt his army. There's only a few things left to do on this turn. I'm going to be upgrading the funerary district in Gorgazan and putting in where is it? There we go, an open graves. And there's no other upgrades that I'm wanting to do so far, so let's end this turn straight away and see what we can do. Fast forwarding here. So there's going to be a couple of changes to the SPTG YouTube channel. I've taken advice from several people, and I'm going to try and do a different kind of thing for my, if you like, thumbnails and titles, and just make it a little bit more interesting. What I'm going to try and do is get a battle in every time, and then hopefully get some screenshots from that battle to use as, well, that's odd, to use for the thumbnail, and then also maybe try and vary the title a little bit more, which will hopefully make the channel a little bit higher quality, which is obviously what we're looking to do here. A couple of things have happened so far in the end turn. The Blooded Axe tribe, who is the tribe that is currently raiding in Martek, they've declared war on Sudenburg. Ooh, is that a new mission? No. The Red Fangs of Ward and the Red Fangs of Ward. How is that possible? Okay, I won't worry about it. We've got a population surplus in the coast of Araby. Can't do anything with it at the moment, though. So, we do still have this army here of the Beastmen. Settra's army still here. What we're actually going to do is we're going to march Settra's army out. We want to colonise the Wizard Caliph's palace literally as soon as is possible. We're also going to put in an obelisk in the Sorcerer's Islands, just so we can start getting rid of this chaos corruption. No building upgrades to do over this side of Numas. We can upgrade these buildings. We'll upgrade the obelisk first. Wunsru of the Warherd of the Crowfather. Let's see if we can push Senator Men out a little bit. Maybe take Qatar. We've encountered Karak Zorn, who hold a Karak down in the very southern edge of the World Edge Mountains. Is there anything else we can do in the Mortuary Cult? We can get Usirian's Legion of the Netherworld. Yes, definitely going to be taking that. The Legion... What are they called? The Legion of Legend for the Nehekara Warriors, which we will put in Rakash's army. Make him a little bit beefier. I wonder if we could take Sri Limrender. We'll end this turn now, and then we'll see maybe next turn if we can fight the Beastmen with Rakash's army, which would be very nice. As I do believe Rakash does have the special ability. Some of the stuff that he gets from being a pseudo-legendary lord, which you can recruit from the tech tree. He does get certain bonuses, which might help out. I believe he gets Stalk for his entire army. Or Stalk for him. I mean, either of those is still good. What do the Greybeards Prospectors want? Non-aggression pact, for now, we will accept, although we will obviously be going back against them at some point. We're not just going to let them survive. The Knights of Origo are, however, going to survive, as they did help us immensely in defeating armies. They're both raiding right on top of our settlement, and it's just not acceptable, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot accept such blatant arrogance in the face of Settra the Imperishable, the greatest of the Tomb Kings. Okay, back in our turn. Yep, okay, we know they're raiding, thank you. Someone's raiding in Numas. That's the Warherd. let's go to Qatar with Senator men and see how large the Skaven garrison. There's no garrison. Oh. Looks like the Skaven aren't having a lot of fun. Right, okay, so the last defenders took Karagorud and Granite Massif, and Karakzorn took Mount Arachnos. Okay, I guess Queek is fairly dead at this point then. Rebuild the crypts there, upgrade to a funerary district. Let's keep marching Settra down to the Wizard Caliph's palace. I don't imagine there's any kind of hostile armies down here, so we should just be able to colonize it in peace. Do we think we can take these with our army here? We will declare war. It's saying that we're not that even in power, but we do have a lot of better units, I think. They've got Gore Herds, whereas we've got our Nehekara warriors and our Ushabti. So, quick save. Let's have a look at the battlefield. Okay. Can maybe do something nice here. So, I am going to be fighting this battle, so this should be an interesting one for us. So, I hope we can come out on top, and I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, when we get back onto the battle map. Welcome back, everyone. Here we are in the battle. So, if I go into Rakash, can I look at his unit details? No. No. Do we have Vanguard deployment? No. Well, we'll make do anyways. We'll make do. So, we want our front line to be our weaker units, our skeleton warriors. Just our front line of our base line skeleton warriors. Do they have any archers? No, they don't have any archers. Okay, that means we can be a little bit more... Yeah, okay, so they don't have to be our front line. We can have our Nehekara warriors be our front line, as they're not shielded, but they are a lot better in combat. Oh, that's cool. They're ghosts instead of zombies. Does that mean they're ethereal? They are ethereal. Wow. Okay. They're going to absolutely destroy the beastmen. Yes. So then we can have our second line as of spears, just for a nice defensive hold. Then our archers, of course. We can have Rakash on the left flank. Our carrion we can use as a flanking force. Our Ushabti we're going to hold at the back. And our Screaming Skull catapult should be very useful in this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split the warriors into two flanks. One on this side, one on this side. And I'm going to use them to envelop the enemy. So what I want to do is I want to take up the defensive position on the top of this hill. So we'll get our front line of our Nehekara warriors. Kind of like there. Then our second line of our spears. Third line of our archers. Our two flanking lines of our warriors. Yep. Then our carrion can just kind of fly over here for now. Ushabti can go on this flank, and our Screaming Skull catapult can go up at the top here, with Rakash on the left flank. So, let's get into this battle. So the enemy reinforcements are approaching, but as are our reinforcements. So we'll be moving them back into the formation that we've already established. Just with a slightly more compact formation. There we go. There's the legions of Nehekara marching. So cool. The units just, they look amazing. They really did an amazing job with the Tomb Kings. The Gore herds are standing still for now. They're not moving. They also look cool. Very cool. So there's Gore herds. Are these Ungors? Yes, Ungors. Gors, Ungors, and then the leaders, who are Bestigors, I believe. 2 of them. Kagar Groundshaker, and whoever this is, Sri Limrender. Such a difficult name. Sri Limrender. Right, our units are getting into their formation. Remove our Shabti slightly. Very, very cool unit. Those double axes. No, not axes. I can't think what this weapon is called, but they're swords. That's not the actual name of it. It's like a Kopek or something. Okay, as soon as our Screaming Skull Catapult is in position, we can actually start firing on the Gors, and that will hopefully entice them to come and assault us. Which we will obviously win, because we've got our Nehekara warriors and the Legion of the Undead, which are absolutely going to destroy the Gors, as they only deal physical damage. No one in this army deals magical damage. And the Usurians' Legion of the Dead, Legion of the Netherworld, sorry, are ethereal units, which they ignore most damage done by non-magical weapons. So they're going to be pretty great. There? Is that... yeah, they've got 70% physical resistance, which is absolutely insane. So many legions. You'll excuse me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I do need to look up something. It's here somewhere. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in here, and our Screaming Skull Catapult is now setting up to fire, as we can see here, looking absolutely amazing. What? That looks so cool. And doing a little bit of damage to the Gore herds that are there. So they have armor-piercing missiles, and they're also anti-infantry. So they do magical damage. And they obviously have Take Cover, which grants a leadership negative to anyone that gets hit by their catapults, I guess. So it doesn't look like the Gore... Oh, are they? Yes, they are. They are marching out against us, finally. We did a few casualties with our Screaming Skull Catapult, but nothing too severe. Hopefully going to do a little bit more as they approach. A lot easier to hit them when they're running towards you, obviously. Our Nehekara warriors should be able to hold the front against them, but if they can't, we've obviously got that second line of spearmen. Not doing a huge amount of work at the moment is the catapult, but you know what? I don't mind. It's just cool to have it, really. Our archers are opening up on them now. All 6 units of archers pouring fire into the approaching Gore herds, and not all of them have shields, so they're going to take a lot of damage from these volleys, as well as from the Screaming Skull Catapult. So I'm going to slow it down into slow motion and take away the UI. couple of nice screenshots there. Let's run our Ushabti round. Let's get our Carrion to engage on some of these retreating units. These two warriors around here can move around to flank them, and our Legion of the Netherworld is going to charge in against the flank of these Gore Herders. They should be able to absolutely rip through them. Ah, there's some more Ungors there that we didn't see before. So our Screaming Skull Catapult racking up some nice casualties. Probably shouldn't be using Steam for that. I might work something else out at the time. Yes, let's charge in our warriors. Our Legion of the Netherworld will get Rakash to engage on Kagar Groundshaker. Our Ushabti are doing absolute work. Let's charge them into the Ungor herd. Our Carrion are chasing off these Gore herds. Screaming Skull Catapult doing some massive damage to them. Ushabti charging in here, absolutely destroying these Ungors. They definitely do not stand a chance. Let's just use these Nehekara warriors to charge in as well, and these ones to charge down the hill. Our warriors here are losing, but I imagine we'll be alright. Get these warriors here to go forwards, and this warrior here to engage. We'll get our right flank of archers to engage over here. I'm not going to engage the spearmen, it's just taking casualties for not much benefit really. And we've got our first pop of the Realm of Souls, nice bit of regeneration for us there. Our Ushabti winning decisively here. Carrion still chasing off these units. Let's get them on those Gore herd there. Okay, I'm actually going to hesitantly say that that looks like it could be a victory for us. Their entire army, it appears, has routed. A lot of them are shattered as well. Yeah, there we go, a victory. So what I will be doing is I'll just be chasing off as many of these units as possible, so that we can inflict as many casualties as we can from this battle. So thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you when we get back onto the campaign map. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we can see here, decisive victory for Rakash, and we can see here where our units performed very, very well. Usirian's Legion of the Netherworld, 89 kills. Very nice. 140 on our Ushabti and 113 on the Screaming Skull Catapult. Can definitely see there that they are paying for themselves already. 14 kills on the Carrion. I didn't use them that effectively in that battle, so not complaining about that. Our Nehekara warriors did fairly well as well, considering that they are actually the mid-tier of Kemrian and Tomb King infantry, rather than the upper tier, which is the Tomb Guard, which we're going to be getting in the next couple of turns. Maybe for Settra's army, maybe for Rakash's army. I'm not entirely sure about that one yet. The Blooded Axe tribe lost 732, and Kagar Groundshaker was taken down in the battle. We lost 240, and of our reinforcements, we lost 3. So that's not too bad at all. 39 kills on that unit there, although I can't tell whether that unit was wiped out completely or not. I suppose we'll find out when we get back in. I don't... it's possible. It's possible. Okay, there we are. Decisive victory. We gained 1,085 gold in loot. And we gained an Armour of Fortune for Rakash, which is armour, physical resistance, and a ward save. We did unfortunately lose one unit of skeleton warriors, but that can be easily replaced. Do we go for canopic jars or something else? We will go for the canopic jars, I think. Yes, Kagar Groundshaker killed in battle. Let's give King Rakash his upgrade level. Let's give him Returned in Madness, Charge Bonus and Physical Resistance. And let's get his army and just go against 3 Limrender again. We've got a massive advantage, we'll just auto-resolve, wipe it out completely, and grab another 30 canopic jars. Also got a Potion of Healing, and the Blooded Axe tribe have been destroyed. Run back into Martek to regenerate. We need 2 more units, so I will be grabbing the 2 units of Tomb Guard for Martek's... not Martek, for Rakash's army, sorry. Settra, next turn we can colonise the Wizard Khalif's palace, so I'm going to try and save up my money for that. We obviously colonised Qatar with Senator Men and his army, but yet we're really getting a really nice sprawling empire here. We don't need to upgrade the obelisk in Agrul Migdal. We're going to be getting rid of that in a few turns, in fact. Belaliad, we can get a new thing. Let's go for a Charnel Plaza. Settlement upgrade in Lashiek, only 1600. We can go for that. So, let's end this term and see what we can get done in the next one. Obviously, because of that slightly longer battle, this episode is going to be a shorter one, so it's only going to be the 5 turn. But hopefully that would mean that this episode is a little bit more constructed and it feels a lot more ready and done, rather than an episode which stretches out over like 30-40 minutes. The Greybeard's Prospectors have randomly declared war on both of the other larger dwarf factions for some reason. No idea why. Jufbar and Karazakarak. Jufbar isn't that big, but Karazakarak is obviously the main one. Don't know why, but I guess that's fine. I don't know why. I don't know why they would do that. They're never going to come down here and fight them, and they're never going to go up there and fight them. So who knows? The AI can be strange in these games sometimes. Okay, into our turn. Senator Men is now a builder, and he's strict. Let's get Settra to colonise the Wizard Khalif's palace. Can we colonise it? We can. There we go. Province secured, the Land of Assassins. Let's repair that. And what can we put in here? Is the one that gives Untainted? There is. Let's go for the Worship of Asaf, which gives Untainted and some public order, and we'll also upgrade the obelisk that's in the Sorcerer's Islands, which should hopefully also help with the corruption that's in the area. Senator Men, we're going to leave him there, regenerating, and we'll also pop in a Charnel Plaza for a little bit of extra income. Unassigned skill points. Hakaros. What shall we give him? So there are a couple of options that we can go for our Tomb Prince. We've got 3 options. The Cultist Prince, Heir of the Chariot King, and the Royal Lieutenant. So the Cultist Prince gives enemy Winds of Magic Power Reserve -8 and an extra 10% magic resistance. The Heir to the Chariot King gives leadership aura size and characters aura leadership effect. And the Royal Lieutenant gives hit points and melee attack. We are going to be going for Royal Lieutenant, I think. We're just going to want to make Hakaros, our Tomb Prince, as beastly in combat as possible. Rakash has got another skill point. We'll be giving him Conqueror for some melee attack and for some weapon strength. And that's going to be the end of this turn, so let's head into the next one. We're getting a really nice stable income at the moment. Really not what you would be expecting from playing Tomb Kings, but 3,000 is very, very respectable from what I've seen. Wurzag apparently just declared war on 4 factions at the same time, for no reason other than suicide, apparently. AI, just a little bit strange sometimes. But you know what, I'm sure it's fine. Moving through the Dwarven factions here, Bretonia, the Knights of Origo. What I'm going to try and do is improve relations with the Knights of Origo and then maybe get them as a vassal. You know, just for role-playing purposes. The island is off the coast of our lands, so it's not necessarily de jure our territory. And they did, of course, help us out against the Strigos Empire, taking out one of their armies that was going to besiege Al-Haik. So, really, I think roleplay-wise, Settra might respect the Knights of Origo. Clan Moors have been obliterated. They're gone. That's it. Apparently someone burnt down the Springs of Eternal Life. So what else can we do here? Was it 100? What from? Ah, okay. Looks like Beastmen burnt it down. Let's march Senator men. We'll take some casualties, but it's fine. Okay, we won't march then. We'll go one. No, we will march. We'll go one march, and then one fortify, and then march. Settlement upgrade available for Qatar, which we will be going for, definitely. Agral Migdal. Can we get rid of this yet? Yes, we can get rid of the obelisk in Agral Migdal. Is there any other building upgrades we want to do? Bel Aliad, we can upgrade that to a funerary district. We can also get... We can't quite get the spices, so we'll wait a turn so we can get the spices there. And for now, we'll put an obelisk in the Wizard Caliph's palace. So, taking us into the last turn of the episode, let's see if the AI do anything particularly exciting. We've encountered Grimgor's War as they have confederated with the Red Fangs, which is the faction that holds Death Gorge. So Grimgor now holds Blightwater, so we might want to fight a war with him at some point just to reclaim that province. Well, not really reclaim, take it. Settra wants it, Settra's going to get it. So we're going to take that. Anything else that's going to happen in the end turn, moving through the other Orky factions? There's the Beastman. Mousillon is still alive, which is not entirely rare, but also can be surprising sometimes. The High Elven factions, there's some more of the Lizard Men. Dark Elves. Clan Moors, of course, not there anymore, being just defeated in the last turn. Okay, so Settra is now severe, which is giving him another public order. So, let's keep going forwards with... Keep going forwards with Senator Men's army. We can't reach the Springs of Eternal Life. We also can't fortify. So I guess we'll raid, so that we don't take attrition. We've completed the demolition here, so we can put in... Yeah, we'll put in a statuary, just for an extra Sharpter unit. We'll also march Rakash out, so that we can colonise Martek. Not Martek, the Eye of the Panther. We already hold Martek. So we can colonise the Eye of the Panther for ourselves. Let's go up to Kofa, and... Oh no, still not got enough money. Okay. Well, just to lay out the next couple of episodes, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be colonising the Springs of Eternal Life and getting the Ash River completely under our control. There will also be colonising the Eye of the Panther, then possibly breaking our non-aggression pact and going to war with the Greybeard's Prospectors, as we do have 2 armies in the area. Other than that, generally trying to reduce as much corruption in our provinces as is possible. We're going to hold this line at Galbaraz, and then maybe after that we'll go down and declare war on the Necrarch Brotherhood and take ourselves into the Southlands. that are on the opposite side of the World's Edge Mountains. So thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you did enjoy, hit that like button or hit subscribe. If you didn't enjoy, hit dislike and tell me why you didn't like the episode. So thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you all next time.